All right, excuse this one being in the shop. I said, "Oh no, I forgot to do the Tales from the Crypt reviews for this week. So many people will be so let down if I don't do these reviews." So I watched them while painting, and now while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I'm recording it on my phone, and hopefully it doesn't sound like complete garbage like the podcasts have been. What podcast? Oh, DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts here at YouTube, but the video's been got the audio fixed on the last one, but just for the time being, just listen to the audio version at boygob.com. Anyways, you care about Tales from the Crypt. So, season 3, episode 8, Easel Kill Ya. This one stars the Abomination as Tim Roth and is directed by John Harrison of the Beatles. This one starts out with the Crypt Keeper. He says, "Oh, I'm Vincent Van Gogh," and has one of those twisty, I'm going to tie you to the train tracks mustaches. And, he's got one of those dickhead hats on and he's painting and shit. He says, "Oh, in this story," blah, blah, blah. And then we go into the story, and it's about old Tim Roth. He's an alcoholic painter, but he's not drinking anymore, and I guess his art's suffering from it. And he was promised by this lady that, "Oh, you get your act together and you paint some shit, then we'll put on an art show for you." So he does, and she doesn't. She says, "Oh, but if you need money, you could help me hang up the art installations for this other person's show. I'll kick you a couple bucks for that." Then he has like a hallucination daydream that he drove a hammer into the lady's head. That looked pretty cool, but it was all a dream, and he was telling it at an AA meeting. So after the meeting, he meets up with this lady from the meeting. They form a relationship. She goes to his typical, stereotypical artist apartment where it's just the big room with fucking cum on the walls and just garbage shit. So he starts drawing her, and she leaves and he's still working and shit, and he hears some music outside, but not just any music, some heavy metal music. The lyrics were something good like, "Bang your head till you're dead, bang your head till you're dead." It was about that good. So he tells the fucking guy to shut the fuck up. The guy doesn't listen. He's just drinking, listening to his fucking music on like the fire escape balcony of this apartment. So he keeps listening to "Bang your head till you're dead," and he's drinking, and then you know what happens? He slips and bangs his head and dies. So old Tim Ross sees this as an opportunity to paint the guy with some of his blood, finds a buyer for it. It's like, "Oh, I love morbid atrocities. This is a great painting. I will pay you so much more money to do another one." So the landlord of his building, he ends up fucking setting it up to where she falls and gets impaled on some garden shears or some bullshit, scoops up some of her blood, paints another painting with it, and that shit happens. He gets money for it, and then the lady from the AA meeting comes back. They make whoopee, and she finds like his little blood jar of paint, and his and his photo reference, because he was taking Polaroids of these crime scenes you see, so he can use that as his reference for the painting. So she gets freaked out, leaves screaming hysterically, gets hit by a taxi. The taxi takes the fuck off. So he takes this lady to the hospital, and the fucking doctor's like, "Oh, I don't know if she's gonna make it, but we got the best neurosurgeon in town coming, and if anybody can save her, it's this cocksucker. But whew, she doesn't have insurance, so it's gonna cost a lot of money. She says, "Oi, mate, I'll get your fucking money, yeah." So he goes out into the parking lot, kills a person, paints some crude bullshit with their blood on a fucking piece of cardboard, brings it to the fucking guy who's been buying all of his art, gets the check, comes back to the hospital, throws the check at the doctor. "Oh, mate, there's your money. Take care of her." And can you believe it? Here it comes. The doctor says, "Oh, there's no need for that. The surgeon was murdered in the parking lot." Can you believe it? So then the lady dies, and to make matters worse, a cop comes and says, "Hey, hey there, you fuck! I heard you're an artist there," and holds up his bloody fucking brush. Tales from the Crypt. And the Crypt Keeper comes back, finger painting with an actual finger, says something about sucking dick, and we're out. It's another whatever one. Uh, yeah, I remembered the title. I didn't really remember the episode. It was whatever. It was very run of the mill. This is what season 3 is, I guess. So, yeah, it's another one. DWNProductions.net, Mask Plus Props, custom work. Maybe you want something custom made. Maybe you want a custom abomination, painting a fucking picture with a dead person's blood. That's pretty elaborate, and it would probably have to be some kind of maquette diorama thing, but it's doable. So if you want some custom shit, hit me up, dwnproductions.net. Don't forget to check out Joe's shirts at fastcustomshirts.com. Hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs, all extremely shockingly priced in a good way. You're not going to go there and be like, "Oh my God, these shirts are $800." You're going to say, "Oh shit, these shirts are only $12. I'm going to buy 80." And he would appreciate that. And who's Joe? Well, he's the fella I do a podcast with every Sunday at boygob.com. So check that out. We go live here on YouTube at 10 p.m. Central on Sundays. Connectivity's been pretty shitty lately, but gosh darn it, we're trying to fix it. Well, he's not. It's my problem. So I'm trying to fix it. Uh, Maybe this sounds echoey, and I will go listen to it later, and you will never fucking hear this. So we'll see. Oh, yeah.